these over here anymore. Okay. Good morning. Happy Thursday, guys. I think I'm gonna be drinking a lot of coffee this morning. I'm wearing my edge paint t-shirt. I don't know if anybody else has that. When I first started edge painting, I would wear lots of different t-shirts, but I am the master of disaster when it comes down to edge painting. Somehow, I don't know how, like I'll edge paint a certain part and then there'll be like edge paint on my face, hands, and something else I touch. So Robin here is my edge painting t-shirt. If you see me wearing this, chances are I'm edge painting something. He's been through a lot. This t-shirt is like older than my son. So my son is 13. He's my edge painting t-shirt. Good morning. Oh, Misty, the jet lag is still real. Like my husband is so sweet. Like I don't know if he's always encouraging me to do captain's log because he says that, you're waking up in the morning with people and it's like a routine. It's like brushing your teeth. He said not only it's beneficial to other people to wake up with you because it's a part of their day, but it's a part of my day. I don't know if you guys know that waking up and talking to you and explaining what I'm doing to the day helps me too. It helps my mind like focus. And it makes me happy. So, but at the same time, he knows that I'm still, in the grieving process, and he definitely knows I'm jet lagged. Like, I didn't think 3 hours was really going to do this to me. I used to hear about jet lag, but I usually bounce right back. He will wake me up normally like around 7:15, and my alarm usually does. He's like, let the alarm go off. I have my little sound machine on, and it'll be like 8 o'clock. My body wakes up at, and he's like, you can go back to sleep. It's okay. and, and I'm like, nah, I'm up. I'm cool. And I'm a little jet lagged, but I'm excited to do it. It's not like, oh, I have to do captain's log. It's like, oh man, I need to brush my teeth, wash my face, like, do something with the frizz ball. I call my hair, my locks, and get ready to go because it's the start of my day. And so today I was excited and he was like, okay, let's go. Let's get ready to go. So he's upstairs making his salad for work. And I didn't make hot coffee. I made iced coffee. So, what's back in the stores, you guys? I know you guys love summer, and don't get me wrong, I'm here for hot girl summer too. I'm like, I like summer because there's more light and you can get more things done. And light helps with depression and anxiety. So there's more daylight, there's less people that are depressed. It's like science, right? So that's just like a scientific fact. That's why they have special lights, and I have them in my room. Hopefully one day I could do a nice room tour. Let me circle back to that in a little later. I have special lights in my room that help with that. They emulate the same kind of like UV rays as actual sunlight, and it helps with depression. So I like summer for that. However, my favorite season is fall, and not just because of pumpkin spice, but it's just, I don't know. I like the cooler weather. I like the fact that more family orientated things happen, like the apple picking, trick or treating, Thanksgiving. Heck, almost Christmas is in fall. Just a lot more family activities happen towards fall, and people have a tendency of like hunkering down, being in the house, playing Monopoly, Scrabble, just doing more family activities. I just always liked fall as a season as a whole because it's cool down. And it could be because there's no mosquitoes out. Me and mosquitoes in summer, like, as soon as it's summer, there's a little version of me that's like, yeah, more light. And then the other version's like, mosquito season. So, um, and I get messed up. And same with my son. We get tore up from the floor up when it comes out of mosquitoes. And no matter what we have on us, and trust me, we have tried everything, like everything you could think possible. We get messed up. Mosquitoes just it's they love our blood. So so it's that season. So lo and behold, when Shinova's in Target and I see Starbucks, they have the instant coffee, the one that you mix with half water and half this in pumpkin spice. Now, they usually have it when you go back to school shopping, like for supplies, but I haven't seen it. And I seen it yesterday. I almost cried in the middle of the store because you know what season it is. It's almost Novaween. It's a beautiful season. I know I really can't knock it, like, celebrate it until, like, Starbucks has it in their, Starbucks. But the fact that they have it at, like, your ready-made, they have, like, pumpkin spice whipped cream and creamers and coffee, I was like, "Oh, yeah." They have the lavender out, so I'm just, like, super excited. So, I didn't get the coffee yet because I'm waiting till, like, August, which is tomorrow. Because I feel like once July is officially ends, then we're in the dog days of summer where the weather is going to go up and down and go crazy. But yes, pumpkin spice is out, people. Pumpkin spice is out. I'm super excited. Oh yeah, the sweet blood. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Missy, you will laugh because well, you'll probably be sad, but me and Kendall Jr. have the weirdest sense of humor. Okay, so we get bit, and then you can see it. We'll do everything. We know not to touch it, not even to breathe on it. And then all of a sudden, the next day, it's like just these big welts on us, and we're just looking at each other because we're the only one that reacts like that, so we thought. So Hope this summer has been getting hit with it. She got bit on the knuckle. I don't know why. It looked like her pinky finger was broken. She couldn't bend it. She was like she couldn't bend it. This whole area was swollen when I left to California this time. I kept messaging my husband. I was like, please just check on Hope's finger, make sure she can bend it and she can ice it because she could not bend it, move it, anything. He's like, I've never seen anybody have a mosquito bite. And I was like, just make sure it's not a spider bite. Just eventually, like 2 days in, she was able to move it. But I've never seen anyone get bit on an actual joint before. And then there's Hope. And my husband gets bit, but just not he doesn't have the severe reaction that apparently us three have. Good morning. And so like I'm really excited for next month to go to Wizardly, but the one thing I'm absolutely afraid of is the mosquitoes. I don't know what it is in Texas. When I went to Texas, like the flying insects were so much bigger in person than in Maryland. I know there's insects everywhere, but I guess that quote, "It's bigger in Texas," lived up to the hype because that mosquito was looking at me and it was able to do sign language. I was like, what the hell am I looking at? And they're like, oh, it's a mosquito. No, no, it was able to communicate with me that no, I'm good. I'm super good. So I was like, no, I'm good. I'm so good. And there, like I said, there's an infamous like when we're all done with all the bags or whatever we are gonna be sewing, we all take a picture. And I'm like, that's when I'm gonna get attacked by the mosquitoes. Whenever there's a body of water, there's the mosquitoes. So wish me luck on that. And that's where I'm legitimately afraid of. I'm like, hmm, that one moment that we're running to the car into a building, that's when the mosquitoes like that. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. So today I am going to be working with Patreon again. I was supposed to work on the Bavardi Shambhala bag on Tuesday, but I I guess the mourning period when you're grieving is just a day by day scenario. Tuesday I was like the world is so cold kind of scenario and I want to be in my bed with a blanket over my head kind of scenario. I had an interesting day yesterday too. My oldest was making me upset, and the person I wanted to call and ask for advice, I can't call and ask for advice. But instead, I talked to my sister, and my sister said that she actually had the same situation, that she wanted to tell my mom something, and she realized that she couldn't call her either. So we just talked to each other, and we were able to overcome that situation. Um, so today we're doing the Provardi, and I'm actually really excited because, again, there's something about this particular bag. The curves of the bag are intriguing. So I'm not the lining of this bag is very simplistic. There is a pocket, as they had a regular pocket that you use, um you don't use a face plate. So we instead are using like a face plate instead of, the old like draw box, cut it out and turn it or whatever. I felt like for this bag that that's too simplistic, because it's the curving of this bag. It needs to look good in the inside because the outside is so intriguing. Um, I don't think you can ever go basic on the inside of a bag. I don't believe it's the outside that counts. I think it has to be both. Somebody needs to look at the outside of the bag and go, "Oh my God, this bag is so amazing!" And when they open it up, they have to have that equal wow. So they have a slip pocket. In the pattern, I'm not a huge fan of the slip pocket. It's done the old ways that we did slip pockets like 6 years ago, and our evolution of slip pockets is amazing. If I was to do a slide show of the evolution of our slip pockets from just like 3 years ago to now, you would just blow your mind. And the people that have evolved our slip pockets is a lot of people. We have from Orosa, Alexis has evolved the slip pocket dramatically, as well as Erica from Lavender and Twine. Then you have other people that have made different kind of slip pockets, like you have Shannon from Knotted Thread Co. The rosy slip pocket alone brought a whole different way to do slip pockets. So when you see these people, these designers making slip pockets very unique, this is when you take the pattern and you're like, wait, hold up. Let me put up a break. I need to make this bag is equally as beautiful on the outside and then say inside. Take that bag, grab the pattern that you know that has a badass slip pocket, grab it, take those instructions and put it into that bag. Because this is the old style where you fold a big piece and sew down the seams and turn it right sides out, and then it looks really weird and distorted. There's just too many patterns that we all have that have updated slip pockets. So we're updating the slip pocket to something more modern. So, and because it has a boxy bottom, there's an opportunity if you want to do a center divider. And again, this is when you can pull from someone like Lavender and Twine or a Rosa, or you do even the Tuesday tote, which is the weekend tote expansion, and do a center divider pocket. So that way you can have extra room. For this one, the reason why I wouldn't do it is the curvature. The curves of this bag, the bag is made like to be a silhouette of a corset. So it's more curvy where the chest areas, it sinks in at the waist and then it rolls out at the hips. Because of that, if you don't actually do the center divider that have that same structure as that, and you just do a straight one, you are going to make the center divider sink in, which will make the inside of your bag slouchy. So this is the kind of stuff that I talk about um, with my Patreon people, because this is how I modify. So if you are trying to modify this bag and you have it and you want to do a center divider, you're going to have to emulate and possibly use the original pattern pieces of how the curvature of the bag is. Um, if you don't, the bag is going to completely slouch. It won't work out for you. There is a serious like curve, like a woman's silhouette. So yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Just seriously, some prayers. grief is horrible. Oh man, Sean, that's hard. Oh, well, I think the thing is I most of the templates are straight, like just straight pockets, like 7 by 8. So if I was to get a template, I would go for I would tell people, which I think I have because I own um not at Threadco's, but I think if Shannon was to release the rosy slip pocket, that will be the one I would tell people to get because it's not like anybody else's slip pocket. It is very unique. The one of the reasons why I when the rosy came out, I was telling people to get it. She did a whole bunch of kind of weird stuff on there that you can use on other things. And when I say weird, you're on my channel. So you have to know that when I say weird, it's nothing negative. It is something super positive. It's nothing it means nothing like ordinary. It's out of this world different. And this is a good thing. She fights against the norm like normal and she's like, guess what I can do? The whole pattern as a whole is different. Her gusset is completely different than I've ever seen anybody else's gusset. She has the gusset in the front being smaller and there's larger on the back. So it gives that really three-dimensional shape as well as she has like a three-dimensional shape pocket in the front. But when you get into the inside of the bag, she does something different. Again, most slings just have like a regular plain old slip pocket, but the way her slip pocket is constructed and cut out is different than anyone else I've ever seen. There's none, I can't be like, oh, it's like blah, blah, blahs. There's no one else's that slip pocket that I can give you that looks like that. So if you have the Rosie, which chances are you guys do because the Rosie's been out for like a year now and I've seen so many of them. Go back and look at her slip pocket. You could put that slip pocket in any pocket, but it's constructed so differently and it's so sharp and to the point. That is a slip pocket, and the dimensions are very normal that you could put it in any kind of bag. So you can do a swoon bag and be like, oh, yeah, these slip pockets suck. I love you, swoon. Heart. Swoon is one of the OG themes, but when I make a swoon pattern, I use it purely for the exterior and modify the exterior. But when I go reach for the interior, I use a different zipper plate and I use different slip pockets. So but that's when I pull like, oh, I'm gonna be using Lavender and Twine's this. I'll be using Otter Thread Co's this. I'll be using, Chris W's this. Like, like, because Chris W has like a whole bunch of like zipper facings, like a ton of them. So, like, you learn. That's the thing. Study, read your patterns because there might be something that you like from a bag and that's when you can implement it into another bag. That's the beauty of having all these patterns is it's like, what card do I choose? I pick you and then put it into another bag. It's all about knowing your measurements. It's all about knowing when you can and cannot put these into a bag. Um, and understanding like dimensions and measurements. And you should know this because basically seamstresses and seamsters, sewists, we do math. Even though we want to pretend we don't math, all we do is math. All we do is math when we're sewing all day long. The minute we are saying 3/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, 5/8 of an inch, as soon as we do all that, we're all we do is math. Oh yeah. Literally all we do is math all day. The minute we put our needle down, we're doing math. So just knowing what pattern works with what and also using other pattern pieces to do other things. Like I noticed that like if I'm doing Ora Rosa and I want to switch out different pockets, Ora Rosa patterns kind of like blend effortlessly within each other. Same with Lavender and Twine. If I want to take one thing from one of the patterns and put it into another one of her patterns, they kind of effortlessly blend with one another because they're part of a collection. So you can start there and go from there. But I'll tell you what, I make a lot of swim patterns and I pull from these other bag makers and for the inside. And the inside, what's inside does count. I cannot stress this again. It's not just for people. It's for bags. Because when someone opens up my bag, they're oohing and eyeing on the outside, but they always geek out on the inside because they're like, oh my God, the pockets, da 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 da, you did this, you did this. They always freak out about what's inside the bag. So it's not just the labels. They're freaking out about the pockets, the slip pockets, this how the zipper facing is, all that. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, the Ojima, the Ojima is my baby. Like the Ojima, you could do so much with. Like that little sucker, you could do so much. That is my favorite country cow design pattern, hands down. The Ojima, you could do so much with it, and you could take away the cargo pocket. You could put it into so much things, so many things, like so many things. You could do. There's so many things happening with the Ojima, and then when you realize you can use so much of that and put it into different bags, it's hilarious. Yeah, the happy surprise in the inside. I think because people just forget that we're able to do that. That's you're like, I have all these patterns and I don't know what to do with it. You study them, you learn them, and then when there's a something very specific that you want to use from them, put it in another bag. Just put it in another bag. Good morning. So yesterday with Patreon, with the rotary cutters, we did another mini. So what was I gonna call it? Celeste. It's Triskel. Triskel. I want to know what does she ever? Hey, anyone watch Sonar? Does she ever say why? I need to message her and ask her why she calls it the Triskel. I'm always curious. See, I don't watch videos because I'm afraid I'm a copy people's mannerisms. Part of my ADHD is like when I hear people's accents, I mimic them. Especially in my head. Like if I watch Mary Poppins, I'll all day long have her accent. I'm this is what I don't watch. I like if someone's doing a live, I can watch it, but I don't watch other people's videos because I was that kid also that was did really well in history because I as soon as the teacher taught, I can remember what they said verbatim, and then I get hyper focused on what they said, and then I'll start deep diving on this stuff. So yeah, that's why I just read the pattern, and then if something intrigues me, then like if it says, "Oh, scant 1/8 of an inch," then turn into veer it to 1/4 to 1/38 of an inch. I'll like try to see why. I'll do an imagination why, and then I'll like do practicing ones on a piece of paper or muslin or whatever. But so like for example, I did the civilization is a little bit different than what it is on the pattern. Like just a little bit. That was the only thing I really changed on here was the how you put the stabilizer on. So yeah. So this one is with this beautiful cork. Um I did not edge paint, but I think I might. I'm not too sure. I was gonna do like brown, but then I thought it'd be really pretty to take one of these colors. I didn't edge paint because I can't pick a color, but sometimes people like when I use the all natural core color and not edge paint. So I don't know. So I use antique brass. I only had one of these. I thought I had more, but I can't find them. So then again, you have your credit card slots, a cash pocket, your zipper pocket, and your zipper. My zipper pocket has like baby blue. You have your okay, so when it comes down to my clear vinyl game, it sucks. So you have this like jelly color one that has glitter and another cash one. This thing comes together really, really fast. I feel like this could be a very successful wallet for if you're going to put together like a wallet with like a matching bag with a matching wallet. This might be it. You don't necessarily have to do this, but this could be a really cool feature. You don't have to, you could do two if you want. So someone is left-handed or right-handed, they could do it, or you can just do one and have this as a feature because if you do it really right, this kind of tucks in by itself and nobody will see it. But I think this is a really good wallet to have. Like if you were to do that, say like the Evie from Orosa, make this, and this is a small wallet, be like, oh look, I have a bag with a matching wallet. It might be a great seller, but I also think it's a great seller on its own. And I think this could be a really good, again, bridesmaid's gift. You can do different holidays. There are people that like wear, oh, this is my Halloween wallet, this is my Christmas wallet. Just like, people that get nails done just for each season. There are people that look for specialty wallets, and this could be that. I love this wallet. This is a very cute wallet, and I want to make myself one with the afro hair, and I think just enough. I'm going to do something different with that one. I think I'm going to splice it where I have a seam right here and have the afro just be right here and the rest with that pink nude. So wish me luck on that one. This is going to be fun. Since I made two, I think I can do this. So splice it like on this seam and back stitch, like do splice it, butterfly it, stitch it, and the afro thing will only be in the front and the rest of it will be just the pink. I gotta try it. So, but yes, the only thing I did different with them, and on the upper tier of my Patreon, when we do accessories, there's no modifications. There are suggestions. Is I did the stabilizer a little bit different. I did the stabilizer different in two different ways. And I explained why why I did it that way, and it's just for me because when I make bags, like I make them for myself, I am Shinova the Destroyer. So I'm very rough on bags. So when I make bags, I make them for like someone like me, a person who is rough on bags. And yeah, this is it. I'm still trying to think. I thought I made like this mauve pink, and I thought that would be cute. I don't know. And then I thought just go tan. I might just go tan. I don't know. But yeah, so that's all I have today. I get to do Patreon at noon, finish up the Pavarti, and it's a drop-in lining. I always like drop-in linings. And just hang out and I'm still trying to finish up my room. I'm gonna have a new like vlogging spot with like I'm trying to decorate it, getting ready for Novoween. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I'm trying to take my time and do it right, but yeah. Yeah, you remember license plates while driving. Yeah, I remember way too much weird fun facts and weird things. So that's why I don't watch a lot of things. Like I can watch TV shows or remember episode numbers and stuff like that. I have a very weird memory. Thank you. Okay, so no. You would have to do a modification where this part's not here at all. So it would have to be a modification. It could be possible but you would have to remove this completely gone. You could, but it would, yeah, you would have to do some math, not mathing. There are indications on the pattern where the envelope part, the envelope, this part is, but you would need to not only remove it, but create a seam allowance, put those two seams together, and go from there. And then even then, when you put the final pieces together, you have to make sure they line upright, and you might have to do some trimming. It's not implausible. You can definitely do it, but I recommend you do it on muslin or cheap vinyl first. And then once you have these two pieces fitting perfectly, then you can make your regular mock-up. Whenever it's done, Julie, I'm just taking my time and trying to do it right, because when I rush, I always make mistakes. I'm just trying to get everything. I'm looking around and trying to get everything right into the right location and how I want it. Because right now it's just I'm trying to get like all the Harry HP stuff with the HP stuff, all the Star Wars with the Star Wars stuff, all the Marvel with the Marvel stuff, all the Pokemon with the Pokemon stuff, like Disney princesses with the Disney princess stuff, like 80s stuff with the 80s stuff. And it's hard trying to maneuver everything around by myself. And then it's a little bit of chaos. So it might take me days, it might take me months. I just haven't figured out how I wanted to go, but I did figure out how I want my vlogging mirror to go. But it's just trying to, one, get the mirror, to get it all set up, and then Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Thank you, Lynette. Yes, please, please. If you're here already, you've been with me this whole time, the last past 30 minutes. What are you doing? Subscribe, make a comment, and share. It helps the channel tremendously and it helps me grow. Appreciate it. Yeah, reorganization is should be my middle name. My thing is that I want a better area to vlog, but like I have things coming, like I have a better thing for my table so that way when I do Patreon it's more secure and I can move around more. And I got this really cool thing where it's like an arm that's going to be coming off the table where I can put my cell phone in different locations. So I'm super excited about this. So in Patreon is different. Patreon has a different format than my regular videos. My regular videos, you get anywhere from 2 to 3 different views, whether you're at my cutting table or if you're at my thing, and it's filmed with actual cameras. Because because my Patreon is done with live, you get it's with my phone. So there's only so many angles that I have. It's like an overhead shot or like really close. So I spoke to one of my cousins who is a really good IT thing, and he showed me an arm that you can get that not only does it do um directly down like I have, but I could put it in different locations to get um like have it going like coming in from the side so you can get a side view going straight to the machine and whatever. And I'm like really excited about this, and it comes in today. I'm excited for Patreon so that way it not only can they see directly down, but they can see into my sewing machine. So, and I got another thing where I can put my tablet like on that same thing. So I'm not looking around my sewing machine for my tablet. So I'm really excited because the tablet is where how I get to speak to them and see them their comments. So no one knows how excited I am for this because it's like a long time coming on Patreon because I have a lot of activities on Patreon, like anywhere from 4 to 5 activities a month. And I always want to be as comfortable and have them as comfortable with me on Patreon. So yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, yeah, I'm reorganizing my space. My reorganization is another hey, reorganization is a hobby. It is, I like, oh my God, there's a content creator, her name is Danielle, and when she does her, like, vlogging style talking to you, her freaking her freaking cotton woven is organized by color. I can't even listen to her. I'm too enamored by the rainbow behind her. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how did you do like everything in my little ADH body is like, how did the how did you do that? I I look I look then at my mind like cotton. I have three three bookshelves, and I'm not talking small. These are bookshelves from Canada. Like it takes like me, Kendall, and another person to move it. They are not IKEA. I mean, they are heavy. I I look at them like at the wall of shame as soon as I see her faint room. I'm like, I don't know how she does it because she also likes fandom. So I don't know how she organized color. The way she organizes it is straight jealousy. I'm just gonna let you know. I am not a person that sugarcoats. I am jealous of her wall of color fabrics, and they're like organized like from like light blue, medium blue, dark blue, and then it goes into purples. And I'm like, how the hell did you do that? I'm like, yeah, I can't. I can't. I would lose my ever loving mind. I just want. There's a part of me that's like, Shinova, you got this. And there's a part of me like, Shinova, if you do this, you're gonna wind up crying on the floor, throwing a fit, and Kendall's gonna be like, you need to get off the floor. So what I can do is be the ultra nerdy self of mine and create really nerdy stuff in through my location and film and just truly show my authentic nerdiness. Like you guys already can. I have like the poison apple and BB purple BB-8 by me. You know that I'm a nerd. So, but like that's all I can show. Like I want to be able to present bags that I'm not going to sell throughout my room that are my favorite bags that I have. Just just little things. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want to end 2006, 26, 25 with a bang with things that I love in my room being presented really well. So that's my plan. Ooh, yeah, organize 3D people with 3D printers, you guys can do some magical stuff. Mhm. I'm telling you, organizers, carts, all that stuff. I'm not I need help too, but I when Kendall comes, he doesn't I don't want to say he's cocky, but he's like, "Yes, yes, I can help you organize." And I feel like it's kind of like the cutting thing. I feel like if I don't cut it, sometimes it won't be right. And it's been proven that other people can cut stuff and it'll be right. I just want to be able to organize it the way I want to, and when I'm done, I'm like, "Yeah, I did it." So, yeah, I'm stubborn like that. I'm a Leo. I don't know. I He's a Leo too. I'm stubborn. It's like whatever. But I think I'm getting to the point where I know how I want my room, and I'm gonna be successful. So I'm gonna be done finished drinking my iced coffee. and, and then I'm gonna start getting prepped and ready to get my sewing machine ready for working at noon and just hanging out with Patreon. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, Friday, August the 1st. What? And I'll talk to you later. Bye.